How's that light on your eye there? You good?
Yeah, just there's people driving super slow on the highway.
Well, we should be live now. So you all let me know how the audio is. Of course, the lighting is going to be off. A little bit dark. We got a flashlight, but we got to keep it out of Ed's eyes. Now, if the signal does drop, we will, of course, attempt to reconnect. If it goes away for too long, I'll just let y'all know in the chat, and we'll send John over elsewhere because I know there's plenty of people doing stuff.
Or we'll go to McDonald's.
Yeah. I think the next one is like 18 miles, though, because there was a sign back there like, there is nothing for 20 miles. Stop now if you need to stop.
And we're like heading in an incline like this.
Yeah. So we're going up the mountain. That's a good thing, though. Up the mountain, hopefully more signal than down into a valley.
I don't know.
Greg the Guppy guy says be careful out there. I appreciate you all being here hanging out. Halo asks where we're going. We are headed back home from the Greater Cincinnati Aquarium Society Fish Swap. That was a blast. I got to tell you, I don't know that there is a perfect way to put on an event with the current health situation, if you will, but they certainly did as good of a job as anybody I've seen. We had minimum 300 people out there today, so they weren't expecting that type of turnout. I wasn't expecting that type of turnout. Ed and I stayed at the hotel last night, and then we kind of checked out and wandered down there about 45 minutes before the event was supposed to even start, and a line had already started to form. So thank goodness we were there then.
Yeah, we were one of the first 15, maybe.
Yeah, we were within the first 15. So, if you showed up at the time the thing was supposed to start, there were already easily 75 to 100 people in line. Sean Chadwick, thank you for the $3 super sticker.
Sean.
I appreciate it. I'm using a pocket flashlight. This is my fishing flashlight. I've shown you all that I recommend everybody have one to check in tanks and stuff. We're using that for lighting tonight. Let's see if we can keep the gimbal here. And let me look at it on the actual YouTubes here on the other phone. It is that thumbs up fist bump here. Thank you very much for that, Sean. Very much appreciated, my friend. How many guppies did Ed bring home? It was 70, 80 guppies, Ed?
No, about maybe 20, maybe less.
Maybe 20, maybe less. No.
I don't know. I bought 4 bags of guppies, and then Rockin' Fish Room. Wait, Fish Room? Aquatics.
Rockin'
Fish. Dave, he's an awesome guy.
He
met us up there. He gave me 2 Patriots. So I've got 5 bags of guppies. And I also got a bag of Synodontis. They were $4 a fish. You can't beat that.
Yeah, they were beautiful, beautiful fish.
$4 a piece. And they said they may have accidentally thrown in 11 or 12 in there instead of 10. So that's awesome.
Very much so. I think I got maybe 10 pairs of guppies. Maybe 10 pairs. Let me scroll back up here real quick before that runs too far away. Vision Tactics with the $2 super chat says, safe trip, have fun. Thank you very much for that. Very greatly. Very much appreciated. Very grateful for that.
Somehow we got like in a giant pack of cars. It's been like, it's been smooth sailing until we hit the mountains. And now it's like insane.
It's definitely weird. Colin Scooter Cave with the $1 super sticker. I'm going to guess that is probably a pile of poo, if I had to take a guess. Let me see here. It says I'm offline on this one. Oh, no, that's the trees. I should have known. Colin throwing us that beautiful tree super sticker. Thank you for that, Colin. Chat, I got to say, I'm really excited that the season, if you will, is kind of starting for events. I really hope that other clubs hear about how well this one went and are encouraged, I guess is the best way to put it.
People want to start doing stuff.
Yeah, people really want to start doing stuff. So I hope this encourages some other clubs out there that might have been hesitant to put on a show, whether it be they didn't really expect a turnout, or they didn't think it could work with pandemic rules in place. It most certainly can. My biggest advice would be, if you were going to put on a club event, expect a larger turnout than you might normally think you would get. This club, they'd actually, from what I understood, what I read, had downsized from the previous swap, and then got a lot more people than they expected. But they handled it extremely well. They had the line set up, and it was $3 admission, which was well worth it. And then you got a wristband, which I still haven't gotten mine off because everybody knows how those hospital-style wristbands are. But they had us go through, and basically you followed the line around. It was one way in each of the rooms, which is really weird, but we'll get to that in a minute. And then they had it in 2 separate rooms. So you followed the line around one way. You left that room, and you went to the other room. You did your one way. And then if you wanted to go back in, you had to go to the back of the line, which was well and good in theory, except for having 300 plus people show up that wasn't really anticipated. We were at the very front of the line, and the line, like the end of the line, by the time I went in for my second run, because I didn't get right back in line. I wanted to make sure that, people that didn't get a chance to go in at least once went before me. But it was pretty much the very end of the event, and it's a shame because I missed out on some footage that I would have liked to have gotten, but I didn't want to hold people up trying to get it the first go around. And then missed out on some things like getting some fish from Eric Bodrock. That I'm still ready to cry over. But it was really, really fun. Really, really was. You see here. Let me get back in the chat, see what kind of questions we got. And there's Colin's sticker there. Smiley Quack says, Fisherman Fever and Ed. Hello, hello, and everybody else too. Good to see you.
Hi there.
Hi.
Just so y'all know, if you're trying to figure out where we're at, we're really close to Rack's house.
Yeah, we should just pull up in his driveway and get his Wi-Fi password.
And check out his pond.
Yeah, absolutely. We could go jump in front of his 24/7 bird feeding station.
We could do a stream in front of his 24/7 bird thing. That would be cool.
We could streak past it, and it's live. So no, we're not going to do that.
I'll soak my feet in his fish pond.
There we go. Let's do a treatment. All right, let me get back up here. Actually, I'm going to use the chat on the other phone, assuming it's picked back up, because otherwise it's going to be kind of hand in front of the screen. Paul Sotero says, did you see anything unusual? So yes, I did. And you're going to make me cry, Paul. Eric Bodrock had a very, very new to the hobby pleco. Pleco is going to be featured in Amazonas next month. And I'll be perfectly honest, I didn't realize it was Eric. The masks and everything in place. I didn't realize it was him. So it was kind of one of those things like, I want to look into this before I just go on this new pleco, because you never know. I mean, not that people I feel are always dishonest, but you never know. Everybody's got an angle. So like, let me check on this, because this could just be some guy in his basement, that says this is a new type of fish. You see that a lot. Well, this is a new strain. Well, no, you just changed the name on it. And then come to find out that was actually Eric Bodrock's table. And by the time I got back in there, he was packed up.
I could have got Eric Bodrock Cory cats for $2.50 a piece.
Yeah.
And I was going to do it, but I just didn't have enough hands to carry him. I would have carried if I would have known that was him.
Yeah, exactly.
2 hours later, they were all bought.
Yeah, didn't know it was him. Otherwise, I would have. And it was like the very last table I went to. So the way he was set up, he was in the second room. And he was in the center group of people on the end of it, right next to the exit door. So by the time I got to him, we'd been in line. We'd been through all these rooms. I was really ready to get my mask off and get some fresh air outside. And I just kind of looked, and there were people kind of pushing in. And I'm like, I'm not fighting with people. I need to go breathe. I've got a headache. And I'm like, oh, well, That stinks. Next time we know better. Next time we know.
Yeah, and we were going to do a live stream from there, but it was just too difficult with the numbers.
Yeah, it was with everything. And again, I think they did a very good job, given, current circumstances. But with everything in place, really not optimal for streaming. I did get some decent footage, and I am going to do a video. Most of it's going to be voiceover, though, just because you really can't do much in that crowd. Let's see. John McKenzie with the $1 Super Pooper sticker. Thank you for that, John. Very much appreciated.
Say hi to all the people that were there today that we got to hang out with.
We got to hang out with Rocket Fish. We got to hang out with Bill Witt. I saw he was in here. It was good to meet you, Bill. Like we were talking about, it feels like I've met you before, but today was actually the first time getting to meet you, so that was very, very cool. Got to hang out with Tom Patterson for a little while.
And Chris.
And
son. We got to find out his name. Young Patterson.
Let's see. Who else was there?
We are going down a mountain right now. So.
Oh no, down a mountain. All right, let me see if I can find these other super chats that ran away from me. What's up here? I'm trying to keep up with them. We got a super stick from Mike's Aquatics and Things. All right, I'm sticking with this chat from now on. There it is, Mike's Aquatics and Things with the $2 super sticker with the suitcase for the traveling. Thank you very much for that, Mike. We lost our lighting. I'm trying to not blind Ed with the flashlight while he's driving. We could just spotlight him a little bit there. Oh no, not in his eyes. So Ed, what was your thoughts on the turnout for today? I mean, that was, I think, the biggest thing.
It was crazy, and I only brought like 20 stickers, and I wish I would have brought like 200, or 300. Like James brought a whole mess of them, and he was shaking everybody's hand, going up and down, meeting them. And I mean, I met a lot of them, but it would be neat to turn a lot of people towards the fish tube, us. And a lot of the difference between this and the Indianapolis crowd is, I think the Indianapolis crowd knows YouTube because of Haley and Lucas.
Yeah.
And Rob. But these guys didn't really know. Oh, there's a speed trap ahead. Okay, don't worry, I'm not going that fast. I forgot what I was talking about.
Stickers in this group not really being quite so YouTube oriented.
But the people were still just as nice and friendly.
They really were. Like Ed said, the first time we went through after we came back out, I'm like, there's this huge line of people. Excuse me. And so I just went through, and I was just like, free sticker? You watch YouTube? Free sticker? And some people were like, I'm like, even if you don't check out the channel, it's still a free sticker with a fish on it. They're like, oh, okay, thank you. But it was neat. I met a couple of
you move the light just a little because it's really my eye.
Yeah.
My pupil is like this small on my right side.
I'm having to balance it in my lap. So when we swing around a curve, it kind of moves a little bit. But met some really interesting people going through the line talking. There's some people that had heard of the channel, some people that were subscribed to the channel. And then I actually met another YouTuber who isn't so much a fish YouTuber, but they do musical YouTube, but it's all like every video has an aquarium in the background. So I talked to them briefly, and they actually did a quick little video of me, just, kind of what I was doing and what the channel was about and whatnot. So,
the first guy we met asked if we were fans of the Fish Room Fever show.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he saw our shirts. Oh, you guys are fans of Fish Room Fever? And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, so I handed out a sticker.
I wish I would have asked him his name. Oh my gosh, he had awesome hair. He had great hair.
But some really cool people there, and it was a lot of fun. I definitely encourage you, if there's a show or a swap rather that you can get to, do it. You know, I think it's only going to help encourage, excuse me, more clubs to do these things, and that's really what we need, because a lot of them, I'm sure, are scared. You know, with the current situation and restrictions and all that, you know, you definitely have to wonder if there's a risk involved in losing money trying to hold a swap. And I think a lot of clubs have maybe worried about that. But there's so many people that have been stuck not being able to go to fish things, and we're all fish nerds. You know, we all want to do these things. That when we hear about one that's going down, everybody flocked to it. I don't remember how many different states we had people from, but there were quite a few different states that people drove in from.
And I was convincing people to join their club too.
Yeah.
I bet you I got about 10 people to join their club today. But yeah, it's definitely worth driving 2 hours. You know, I mean, James and I are goofy, but if you find out there's one 2 or 3 hours away, it's a fun day trip. I mean, it's like going to a flea market, but nothing but fish. I mean, there's a lot more than just fish. There's tons of beautiful plants. James and I bought a lot of plants today. Yeah. There, lots of food. There were people that made their own food. I bought a giant tub of rapashi. I bought plastic bags just for plants. You know, because I don't ship fish, but I send plants to people occasionally. So, I mean, it was just all sorts of stuff there. There was lots of like underground filters, you know, lights, you name it. One guy walked out with a whole bunch of glass lids, and I was like, darn, I wish I would have seen the glass lids.
Yeah. Now the plant, I find that at most swaps, and I've not got nearly the experience that a lot of people do here in the fish fam, but I have found that the plant selection at the swaps and the meetings and things is about the best place to get a hold of plants. I got some neat stuff for some different aquascapes I'm working on. I'm trying to get more aquascape. I've been sitting in my tanks now that I've done some of the rearranging. I'm just not happy with how they look. They're set up very utilitarian, which is fine, but excuse me, I'm fine. It's not what everybody freaks out about. I've just done a lot of talking today, and a lot of it behind a mask, and everything's just kind of dried out right now.
I thought you were going to do a Michael's Fish review.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's trademarked or copyrighted or patent pending or something. But besides, I'm a lot better looking than that guy. Just kidding. But no, I think it's a wonderful place to go to get plants. You know, some really neat stuff. Small businesses too. That's another thing. Fellow hobbyists that are, you know, trying to make it a go, and you know,
this red's terrible.
Make a living, and it's a great way to support a lot of them and find out about a lot of them. I didn't really get to do any interviews per se, but I did get to film a couple of booths, which you'll see in the video once I edit it and do all that wonderful voiceover work.
I feel like I'm driving on the shoulder of the road.
I feel like you are too. But
I'm going to get into another lane.
I really encourage that, because, you know, there's like the one guy, he's been selling fish for over 20 years, and he does it all out of his basement. You know, it's just a hobbyist that's been working on trying to make a go at it, you know, make a living, help supply his hobby. All right. I will ask you all, normally I try not to ask the mods to do too much, but excuse me, if I miss a super chat, please do yell at me and let me know. I'm going to go back up. So anything before Mike's Aquatics and Things $2 suitcase that I missed, which I feel like there were a couple, but I can't get back to them on my phones where I'm at. Mods, if you would please let me know so I can do a thank you for those people. Paul Sotero was saying Fish Room Fever, Bodrock was there, you buy what he's got. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I'd have realized it, I would have. And I should have known, because he had a really nice laptop set up with a slideshow going through. But like I said, it was the very last booth I looked at. I was ready to get my mask off, and I was honestly ready to let some other people get in, because they were holding the line until people left so that they could keep capacity properly. Hey, I see Bob Kaler's in here. Lots of awesome people. Tom Patterson says, I have fish regrets too. I should have bought. Yeah, 100%. The problem was, and I wanted to talk about this aspect a little, but the problem was, like I said, it was one way, and we'll get into that here in just a second. But I want to get caught up before this jumps too much on me. I'm not used to looking at the chat on the phone, so I don't know exactly where it's going to jump.
I think if I would do it, I would wait till it's warmer outside, and I would just do outdoor swaps.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful idea. Paul Sotero asked if I was running for mayor or something. You would have thought so. I was and they're shaking babies and kissing hands, or however that's supposed to be. I think you're supposed to shake the babies, right? I don't know. You let me know.
I don't touch babies.
Yeah, he doesn't touch babies. But no, I did. I started at the back of the line. I was like, free sticker. Subscribe if you get it. Check out my YouTube channel. Free sticker. Hey, your free sticker. Went all the way through. I brought about a stack of stickers that thick, and they're all gone. I've got maybe 5 left because I kept a couple just in case. We ran into people at the fish stores afterwards. But now I know. Bring more stickers. And yeah,
bring more money.
No, don't bring more money.
The ATM ran out of money. I was the last person. No, I was not the last person. I was the first person to be rejected.
So Fish Tank Barn with the $1 super sticker with the big money eyes, smiley face. Thank you very much for that. Looking forward to getting to meet up with you, buddy. Are you going to be going down to Orlando if it happens? Let me know. I'm hoping to see you there. Thank you very much for that. Fish Tank Barn. I see that Xanadu oval up there with the $20 chat. I'll get to that here in just a second, my friend. I do appreciate it. Hey, there's my brother from another mother, Chris with Multi-Tank Addiction with the $2 super chat. Just wanted to say hi to you and Ed. Brother, I hope you're doing well. I very much appreciate that. And hello to you. Hope things are going good with that big old tank you got going.
This might be Rack's town.
This might be. Rack, if this is your town and you're watching, run across the interstate real quick. Oh, no, I didn't see him on the overpass. It was not his town.
That would have been really fast.
Let's go through here. If y'all have any questions about the swap, feel free to throw those in there. Of course, at Fish Run Fever highlights it for me. Xanadu Do with a $20 super chat. Very much appreciated. Helping to pay for some expenses there. Says, sounds like a very good day. I'm so jealous. Here's a little gas money for you. It was a good day. It was a very good day, and I definitely needed it. And I think you were very much in need of this too.
Yeah, but we were wimps. What do we want to talk about? What we did last night?
We can.
Do you guys want to know what we did last night?
Yeah. Let us know if you want to know. This crazy guy, this party animal. I tell you what.
Yeah. But yeah. So we came into town. And I forgot all about the lefty stream. And luckily, I got on it just in time, did the lefty stream. Then we wanted to see if there was any fish stores close by. So we went to one, and it turned out it had been destroyed or something. We drove in circles because it said, you have reached your destination. And we think it was the hole in the ground that had been torn up.
Yeah.
But so then it was like almost 8 o'clock. So, we were looking for a place to eat, and we ate at a really great place. It was called the Blue Ash Chili. And because, well, first thing we did is we said, what's Cincinnati known for? And they said they're chili. So it's like, well, all right. It's kind of a lousy thing to be known for. But their chili is really weird. Really weird. It's like the chili that you'd find on hot dogs and gas stations. But we ate there. It was super fun. We didn't know what else to do, so we went back to the room, went to sleep.
Yes, yeah. It was nice, though. It really was. So typically, Ed and I are up until maybe 2 or 3 in the morning, typically, just hanging out. Yeah, we're real party animals. Just hanging out in the hotel room, playing on our phones and messaging people. And
yeah, or, if there's another YouTuber or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just crashed.
Yeah, it was kind of enjoyable to wake up, 10, 11 hours later, still be early morning, be nice and refreshed. I think it was what we needed for all the standing that we had to do today.
Yeah.
But no, it was kind of different, but it was nice. I wish if we had known Tom Patterson had been in town last night, that probably would have been a different story.
I would have loved to have hung out. They went to some type of arcade place.
Yeah.
I wish we would have hung out with that. Oh my God.
I do too. This guy's trailer is shaking everywhere.
I don't want to. passing.
Yeah, he needs to slow down. He's going way too fast with that trailer.
This guy is a trailer with a lawnmower on it, but it's like zigzagging back and forth across. Okay, we're passing now.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. We're going past. I'll be right back with you, folks. Monitoring the current life and death situation.
Okay, I got by him.
All right. We lived, so we got to read Bob Kaler's super chat for $10 here.
Balls?
Bob, thank you for that, Kaler's Aquatics. Need to hang out with you sometime. I haven't seen you in forever, Bob.
I'm gonna see Bob tomorrow.
He's gonna, yeah. Oh, that's what. $10 from Bob Kaler says. Glad you boys had a great time. Ask Ed if I'm meeting him before or afternoon, please. Can't wait to see what both of you got. Be safe driving home.
What is? Just tell Bob I'll meet anytime he wants.
Anytime you want, Bob Kaler, you let him know. Make it like 6 a.m. You know, Ed loves that.
Forget it. Sometime around the afternoon, before or after. I don't want to get up that early.
Yeah. So Rocket Fish says, you should talk about that cool saltwater eel and that cool fish shop. Yes, so we went by a really awesome fish shop.
John, talk about John.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of the shop. I can never remember it. I have the information.
Oh, wait.
Darn it.
Aquatic Aquatic
Artisans.
Yes.
Aquatic Artisans. So, you know, there's that guy, John's Fisherin, that hangs around from time to time. Didn't get to meet him, but that shop is absolutely amazing. I mean, it's amazing. I can't say enough good things about it. You know, they've got a dragon moray eel in there that Rocket Fish was alluding to, that they were kind enough to feed while we were there, so we could get some footage of that. A beautiful thing.
Bob, you would love this one.
You would. You really would.
It's the prettiest fish store I've ever been in my life.
So
they had couches. For
those of you, and we both got footage, and Rocking Fish got footage too, so all three of us got footage. So be on the lookout for videos from all of us. But for those of you that have seen Aquatic Marine and know how Kenny at Aquatic Marine is, if you were to give him 5 times the space that he has, just imagine what he'd do with it. And that's what you got. I mean, it is absolutely amazing. And basically, I did more of an overview tour, and I left the more in-depth tank-by-tank tour for Ed. So we'll have two different styles there. Mine's more of a checking out some things and looking at a couple very specific things.
Mine's going to be a lot of editing because I went from tank to tank, and I still skipped probably 40 tanks because my back was getting too sore bending over for the low ones. But I'm going to try to splice them all together so there will probably be like 10 seconds per tank or 5 seconds per tank. And I'll try to either do a voiceover or do some music.
Absolutely. So I saw a good question in here, but it didn't highlight. Now I got to try and find. Oh, there it is. Deborah Lewis saying, when you moved your 90-gallon stand, I noticed the stand was much longer than the tank. I need to build one 60 inches, but the glass tank is 48. Would it be supported? You would be fine.
Well, so you'd want to have crossbars.
Yeah, you'd want some crossbars. So I did a video of the build on that specific stand that you're asking about. I think I titled it like "Check Out My Rack" because I was trying to be goofy with it.
I thought that was about rack.
No, that was about that rack. But I did a build video on it. It's probably been a year or so ago. And normally I'd go and find you a link, but I'm not going to be able to do that in the car holding 2 phones, a tripod, and or a gimbal, and a flashlight in my lap. But yeah, so the reason that stand has so much room on the side of that tank is because the tank underneath it is one of the old school 5-foot 100-gallon tanks. And that top tank, it's a 90-gallon reef-ready tank. So I wanted it to be able to drain down either through a wet dry or a trickle filter system that I had been running, or directly into the bottom tank. But you definitely can.
Does it have a flat top to it, or does it have a hollow top? Like, is it empty at the top, or would it be like a tabletop?
The stand?
Yes.
It's open. I mean, you can see the
see if it's
frame.
Open. I would want to make sure you had a crossbar where the weight's going across.
Yeah, well, so when I build my stands, I build in my crossbars wherever the aquarium support is built into that bottom frame. Because again, I always work with frame tanks, not rimless. So like when I built the 220-gallon stand, it's going to have 2 locations with crossbars because that tank has 2 support crossbars underneath. That 90-gallon has 1 down the center. So I've got it a 5-foot span, but there is a bar at 2 foot from the left and then at 4 foot from the left. And then you've got that other foot that is, boxed in because I made the crossbars in those areas. All right, let me get to the chat here. Oh, there went the flashlight.
Do you want to tell the people what the most rare thing you got today?
Oh, what is the most rare thing I got today?
They were this big.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Do I want to tell the people?
I don't know. I got something super rare too, and I don't know if I want to say.
He did. We got a
2
couple
super
of
rare things.
Yeah, things that you don't see every day.
I've never seen ever.
Yeah, I've not seen them in the pet stores. So I don't know. Y'all are going to have to make a hoopla if you want us to reveal the super rare things that we got. I mentioned we did get some guppies. We did get some plants. I got some assassin snails. So really pretty there. But each of us got something that's just like you don't really see that.
I got some wood.
He got some wood. I was trying to find it. Bill Witt says Ed needs to tell everyone about his wood.
Yeah, I bought a big piece of wood and then I lost it. I forgot. Actually, I didn't lose it. I just forgot it. And I wasn't supposed to go back in, and I had to ask special permission to get my wood. And they let me go back in and just get the wood. But yeah, that wasn't good.
Yeah,
And it's a beautiful piece of wood.
It was great because you know how animated Ed is. So he's walking down past the line and he's like, I forgot my wood. So people in the line are just chuckling because gotta love Ed. That's Tom Patterson says, doing water change after planting all those crypts I got, $4. When is Ed? Marlon is his name. Ed Chris. Oh, quit jumping on me. Said hi, phone died. There we go.
Did he say Marlon?
Here, I will spell it for you.
Is that his son's name?
You're trying to get me to pronounce stuff, Ed. W-Y-L-I-N.
Marlon? I can't read anything.
I didn't let you read it. I'm putting you in focus there so people can see you try and say it because you're always great with saying names.
Marlon.
All right.
Okay, it's gonna be hard to remember that. How I remember names is I have to associate it with somebody else I know with the same name. Like today I met a guy named Blaine. And I associated that with Blaine the Train from the Dark Tower series. But Marlin, I'm going to try to associate with a marlin, but with a W, like a whale marlin. I don't know. It's going to be hard.
So we've got, I didn't know about this one. Tom Patterson saying the CCAC, Circle City Aquarium Club, auction 328, next public appearance ? Maybe. That's pretty soon. Oh,
what month is this?
This is 3. Yeah, this is 3/13 or 14 or whatever.
328.
That's just like 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to have room for any fish at that point.
It might just be fun to go say hi. I don't know.
It would be fun to say hi, but it's hard to go to an auction of fishies and not buy things.
Yeah.
Rico Stan says, I say hold off and do a video. Dragon there says, rare fish, please. Multi-tech Addiction says, do it in a video. It stinks when you lose your wood, says Select Pet.
It does. Select Pet. It's in the house. He's a member of the Circle City Club, like me, in Indianapolis.
Bob's got a good guess. He says moss balls are ultra rare right now because of the whole zebra mussel thing going on.
I got it.
Might have been. Maybe we picked up a bunch of moss balls.
Here's a diesel.
Time out. All right.
There's always a fast guy trying to pass you when there's a diesel being picked up by a tow truck.
Always. All right. Let's see. Okay, I got you now. So Tom Patterson says, named after the Stone Temple Pilot. I'm assuming he has to be a Stone Temple Pilot singer, Scott Weiland.
Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to remember that, but I have seen them in concert.
But yeah, Bob, they had a beautiful blue and gold macaw in the hotel lobby, which Rocket Fish was reminding me about that. Got some footage of her. She's been with them 27 years in that hotel.
My alarm is going off on my phone.
So Halo Fins in Florida says, James, just use your bathtub when you run out of tanks and wash in the sink. It's funny you mentioned that. I wasn't going to tell you all about this because it's just a weird thing that happened. But in having to move the turtles around, I've currently got them in the bathtub at this moment. In the backup bathtub. It's on the fish room side. So not a huge deal. But yeah, already using the bathtub. I can't put any more stuff in the bathtub.
That's awesome.
All right. Chevy Fish says, Rocky Killers or Super Chromus? Question mark, fish room fever? No, maybe. No, maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Ed? We got about 23 more minutes left.
Well, okay, we're going to give a hint. I'll give a hint on both things. James is a live bearer.
Yeah.
And mine is a thing that I did you know how I do bios every so often on my show? I did a bio on what I bought. But I honestly never thought I would find them. Ever. And you know, it's probably going to turn out they're super common, and I'm just
somebody will be like, we see those all the time.
Yeah.
All right, sorry folks, I've got to get a drink real quick. Ed, anything else you wanted to discuss while I'm trying to fight this bottle opening? Get a drink?
Give it to me. You got your.
I got it now.
My hands are just on the steering wheel.
Yeah, yours are just holding the steering wheel. Please hold my stuff while I open my drink.
No, we just had a really fun time.
We did.
Cincinnati's really a pretty town.
So I do want to kind of point out, I mentioned it being a downside that, it was one way. I don't want that to be taken derogatory.
Yeah.
Because really, you've got to do what you've got to do with everything going on right now. And I totally understand that. One of the downsides is now a lot of people like myself, we like to kind of go and bounce around to tables and look and see what's going on before we purchase,
Okay, I bought some grass guppies. They're like teal grass guppies. But I would have liked to have seen if there were teal grass guppies somewhere else, just to see what's out there. But how it was is you were in a line and you had to go by the vendors and you had to, grab them quick or hope they were there 2 hours later. And I'm glad I grabbed them.
Yeah, absolutely. So that definitely made a difference. Had it not been the one-way lines and then having people held up waiting on us, and everybody else to leave before they got to go in, probably would not have missed out on the Bodrock opportunity to get some of his fish. But again, for the situation, I think they did a phenomenal job, Greater Cincinnati Aquarium Society, especially for planning for maybe half of the turnout that they actually got. They really did a phenomenal job, and I can't thank them enough. Let me get back up here. Fantastic Freaks, what's going on, buddy? Need to get with you sometime in the near future.
Oh, that's fantastic if he wants to play fantasy baseball.
Well, there you go. You heard it. Let him know.
You want to play fantasy baseball?
But $5 super chat for Fantastic Freaks says, safe travels. Listening as I'm currently acclimating 2 new species of puffers here.
Whoa.
I have an addiction. Where are you guys going to or coming back from? So we are headed back home from the Greater Cincinnati Aquarium Society Fish Swap,
where they probably had about 25 different types of puffers.
Yeah, it was amazing. I've never seen so many puffers. There was a room that was just puffers, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. You should have
their
been
club
there.
is known as the Puffer Club.
Yeah. It's even on their emblem, right?
Yes.
And it's just giving you a hard time. He's being a pain in the back, so I don't listen to him.
I didn't see any freshwater puffers in the last 2 days. I saw lots of saltwater at the store, but no fresh in that store.
All right, so somebody else may have said this first. I think I'm gonna. Oh, Rico Stan said James is a live bearer? ? I am. That's it. You got it. A couple of people guessed Goodyids. It was not Goodyids. I'm going to go ahead and tell them what I got.
Yes.
Somebody guessed it. John Cox says, James got half beaks.
Oh,
I did. I got the albino, or also commonly referred to as platinum half beaks. So, very good guess there, John Cox. Somebody else may have done it first. They overlooked it, but that's the first one that I saw.
But he got dwarf platinum half beaks. These little guys look like a half of a toothpick or something.
Yeah.
They're just like slivers of white. They're so cool. So cool. But, John Cox, I've got something in the back of the truck for you. I don't know if you – I sent it a picture on Facebook, but I got a trio of micro worms for you. I got micro worms, banana worms, and Walter worms all together. They're not like in the same package, but so I'm gonna have to probably try to make it to Nashville also in the next week or so.
So we got 106 people in here. I appreciate that. I don't even know how many thumbs ups, but thank you all for being here. Smiley Aquatics is Fisher and Fever and Ed. I wish you guys a good ride back home. Thank you very much for that. I need to go and work on my next video for my little channel. Adios, amigos. See you all next time. Smiley, good luck on that. See you next time. What was it? I saw somebody else that was at the swamp today talking about the baddest. Let me see if I can find the comment again.
While he's doing that, tonight after us is Jethro's. And after Jethro's, an hour later, is Priscilla. And after that is Pam. And I may be, if I can get home in time, I'll be on the Pam stream with Bob and Priscilla. And Jess, the fish granny.
Something like that. So Andre Ellis says, I hated the one way. I wanted to go back for the Scarlet Baddis, but the line to restart was too long. Yes, so the line was definitely long. You know, I could have jumped back in as soon as we got out the first time.
Is this my exit?
Yes, this is the exit. This is the exit.
Well, we're in Knoxville.
Yeah, close enough. Close enough. But I know I wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to go through once before. It's kind of like, you know, Thanksgiving dinner. Let everybody get the first plate before you go back for seconds, right? But
this was
oh,
are you sure this is our exit?
I promise. Yeah, this is. Ed doesn't think I know how to get to my house. Yeah, this is it, buddy.
Oh, well, actually, I'm going to Aquatic Marine. I didn't want people to know where you lived, so I was going to.
You'd have to pass my house to go to Aquatic Marine, though.
Okay.
You could always just pull off over in one of these parking lots here. People don't want to show up to my house.
I didn't want to dox James, so I set the GPS for Aquatic Marine.
Yeah, no, and now if you were going to Aquatic, the other exit would have potentially been a straight shot because it's right off of that road. But
well, I'm just going to turn this off
here. All right, well, he's turning that off. Let's see, rolling through here. Jeff Rose is next, as he mentioned, about 15 minutes from now. There's Fantastic Freak says, my fiance is trying to convince me to get a tank for half beaks. I know nothing about them, though.
Oh, man, if I had a tank, I would have got some of these little guys. They are so cute.
They really are. This is my first go with them. I've not had them previously, but they're just so adorable. I couldn't pass them up. Super reasonably priced, too. And this was out at
John's Fish.
Yeah, it's John's. I guess it's not Aquatic Aesthetics, but we talk about Aquatic Aesthetics so much. It's Aquatic Artisans. And I always want to say aesthetics, but it's artisans. Gosh, these guys with the AA names drive me to drink. Tell you what. Kaylor's Aquatic says, James, be super careful. Mine predate their fry heavily. Yeah, I was reading up on some of that. I will definitely have to keep that in mind. I appreciate that, Bob. Danica says, those are cool. Zen Ginger, did I miss anything? No, you didn't miss nothing, Zen.
Hi, Zen.
All right. Pam says she's going to be finishing up a buffalo butt tonight. And then I think after she eats that, she might paint something.
She's the butt person.
Multi-Tank Addiction says, I would go to your house, James, at Fish Room Fever. Well, you actually have my address, Chris, so you, in theory, could do that. Oh, Andre's the one that was standing behind us in line. It was nice to meet you too. You had the cool hair, right? Let me know.
And the Jeep with the gold trim.
Yeah, the Jeep with the gold. Yeah, well, why don't you just tell everybody what he drives, Dad? No, I'm just kidding.
He said he's in a Jeep club.
He was, yeah. So Paul Sotero says, James, you really would have surprised me if you said you picked up some discus. He had the biggest, prettiest discus there at the pet store. One day I will do discus. Now is not that time.
There was a nice breeder cone for discus at one of the places.
There was. I got some footage.
I wish I would have bought that.
They've got an online store, so you'll have their information when I put out the swap video. It was amazing. All the stuff that was there and all the people there, and it was a really, really fun time. He said, oh, yeah, the too long hair and the Jeep. Yeah. Oh, it was good to meet you, Andre. It was fun talking to you. That was another thing, was just getting to hang out and talk to fish people. I mean, and a lot of people honestly showed up for that because I was kind of, I don't want to say polling the crowd, but, you know, a couple people like, hey, what do you look for anything in particular? And they're like, oh, I'm just here to talk to people, really. I don't even know that I'm going to buy anything. I'm like, cool, me too. So it's really great to have that camaraderie. All right, I think I got the questions. I know I missed super chat up there. I'm going to see if I can pull that up real quick.
Oh, sorry.
But feel free to throw. I'm a slippery, buttery mess. I don't even want to know Mike's Aquatics and things. T-Bone, we are headed back to our respective individual separate homes. So Ed's going to drop me off with my fishies, and he's going to head back to his house. But we are almost done with our journeys
I feel like I'm just driving into the country. I have no idea where I'm at.
Keep going straight.
Okay.
Until you can't go straight anymore. And then you can either go across the street and into the parking lot, or you can take a left and go to my house. I really don't think anybody's going to be able to find it from the dark video.
They can't even see it.
Even if they do, I doubt it. But if somebody really wanted to find me, all they'd have to do is sit at my P.O. box, wait for me to check the mail, and follow me home. I mean, that's... Let's see. I ate popcorn. That's okay. That makes sense, Mike's Aquatics and things. Let me see.
Oh, we also went to a really cool gas station yesterday. It had the biggest selection of beef jerky I've ever seen.
It did.
I mean, they had this long, long line that's like 5 times longer than a normal gas station wall of stuff, and it was just beef jerky. I mean, they had like 8 types of beef jerky bacon. It was crazy.
It was a very, very nice, very clean, very quality gas station.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the light, you can either turn left, and that will take us. You want to be in the far left turn lane.
Oh, is this like Beaver Creek or something? I want to go left?
Yeah, you want to go left. Far left turn lane. I'm giving you all audio directions to my house now.
Is this Beaver Creek?
That is not, but even if it was, would I tell you on live? I don't know. No, but it's that Beaver Creek's over there.
Okay.
Beaver Creek is not far. All right, let me go back down to the bottom. It's not going to let me pull up the other super chat thing. If you did a super chat and I missed it and you're still hanging out, first off, I apologize. Second off, I can't go back to find it. So just let me know so I can say a huge thank you to you. No more sharing a bed. Yeah.
We did not share a bed.
Yeah, no sharing beds. We don't do that. Fat Man Aquatics, what's up? Says can't stay. Just saying hey and hitting the thumbs up. Hope y'all have a safe trip home. Fat Man, I appreciate it. What was Deborah saying there?
Even though sleeping with 2 cats, I do not move when I'm in the bed.
GRB Aquatics, you've solved the riddle of where I live. He says drive straight, then turn a bit to the left equals NASCAR. Absolutely. Gathers Aquatics says Ed, I'll get with you about 3:30 or so tomorrow? Question mark.
That works. Afterwards, I might go see a movie.
All right. How about the Bears? All right. Make more Fish Room Fever Pleco shirts. So yeah, so they're available on Teespring. I've not yet gotten to a point of being able to print stock and have it to like take the stuff or go anywhere. Yep, you're gonna take that.
I know, just I can't see very good with this.
Gotcha. Yeah, and it sucks
Yep,
because you're on it.
Oh, it's right here.
Yep. All right.
Oh shit. Oh, I missed it.
You were going. Yeah.
I was going right, and then I went wrong. Oh well.
Have no fear. We're almost here. There.
It's not that.
I didn't panic. You panicked. No, I panicked a little bit. I thought we were going to go through a fence for a second. Oh, there's a little bunny rabbit.
That rabbit's smart. It's on the other side of the
Yeah,
fence.
he's on the other side of the fence where you can't get to him. All right. Get caught up here. So I do appreciate you all hanging out. Let me do this. We got 96 people watching, 70 thumbs ups. You all are amazing. I very much appreciate that. Ed, were you going to divulge what you found, or you want to save that for a video?
No, I found, and you guys let me know if you guys see these at any place. I bought, what did I get? Oh man, I bought snails. They're dragon thorn snails. Or wait, no, devil thorn snails. I saw these like several months ago when I was talking about snails, and I was like, I'm never going to see these things. They're real long and narrow and black, pointy things. You could jab a person in the eye with them or put them on a stick and use them as an arrow or something. But they're super cool. So I bought 4 of them, and I'm hoping to make more.
That was very neat.
Has anybody ever seen those?
Let's see. If you've seen those in your local pet stores, please let me know. Scott's Aquatics has just been lurking. What is going on, Scott? We got all sorts of awesome people in here, all sorts of awesome members. I know a lot of you all were coming up on 11 months, just around the corner to a year. We got Scott's Aquatics, Rico, Stan, Danikin Aquatics. I know the Zen Ginger's in here. All you purple badge people, I appreciate you all. Bill Litt, I know you're another one. Tom Patterson's in here with that multi-month badge. I just want to say I really appreciate you guys. It really is because of the support of you all that I'm able to do this kind of stuff. And of course, my buddy Ed. Couldn't do it without this man right here. So John Cox has never seen him at an LFS.
Yeah, I've never seen them either, and I was just really surprised. Oh man, there's people parked in the area I like to turn around.
Deborah Lewis says that was a lot of fun. First time I've seen an on the road stream. Lots of energy. Yeah, sorry the lighting is not better. We have fun with these. It's been a while since we've done one, but we have a good time with them.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the signal held out at least well enough.
Last time I think was like June of last year. We haven't done very much stuff because of the whole pandemic.
So the Andre was asking, the snails and the half-beaks were at Aquarium Artisans.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've not been to that one, I know that you're from that area. But if you've not been to Aquarium Artisans, I really recommend you check them out. And Allison there was super nice. Like, I got a picture of her. She's like holding up cooler lids for Ed so that there's no glare on the, I guess I could turn that other, well, I can't turn the light off. It fell on the floor, but she's holding stuff up to keep the glare off the aquarium so that Ed can film. And she fed the eel for us and super, super appreciative. So, John, if you're listening, Aquarium Artisans, awesome employees you got there.
Let's see. How's that?
Let's see.
That's gonna.
All right. Yeah. Any final questions? Got about 5 minutes left before we go over to Jeff Rose. Zen Ginger, thank you for throwing the Aquarium Artisans website up there. Matt Peters says, love the devil snails. Have blacks and cappuccino varieties. Great dark theme tank snail. If you buy some, or I guess especially I buy some if you get yours breeding.
Awesome. I hope I do.
I hope he does. I want to get some as well because they're very, very cool. So thank you very much for that. Trying to catch any random stuff that I may have missed that wasn't highlighted. Yeah, absolutely. Patty says Ed is such a sweetheart, just such a nice guy. He really is. He's a big old sweetheart.
I'm swell.
He's swell. He's a nice guy, and gosh darn it, people like him. R&B had to run. Sorry I missed you, R&B. You're probably out by now.
Rico Stan, I didn't get to watch many streams today because a lot of times going down the road, it just wouldn't keep connected well enough. I tried. You
And I was
son of a
driving.
badge. Yeah, Rico Stan showing off that big purple badge. Very much appreciated. So many awesome people.
Now, did Rico Stan have a 6 o'clock show today?
He had his show with Bentley today.
Oh, that's right.
I couldn't watch it. Like I pulled it up, and where we were at the time, I just couldn't get it to load, which stinks because I like Rico and I like Bentley. So I'm gonna have to rewatch that. So you'll be getting more views on it.
Who do you like better, Bentley or Rico?
Rico's watching, so Rico's a member, so definitely Rico.
I like the chubby white guy.
So Rico is asking how the truck run on the way back.
Okay, I've got a spark plug that's skipping, and it started skipping like crazy when we left Cincinnati. It like skipped like 8 to 10 times, but then smooth sailing. But I was getting paranoid.
He was. This guy, bless his heart. He's like, oh, I hope it doesn't blow up. It's most likely, knock on wood, not going to, but I can understand. I can certainly understand. Car trouble is always a problem. It's really a problem when you're out of town.
Yeah, when you're far away from home.
All right, I wonder if I can see those super chats by scrolling across here. No. All right, I'm sorry. I was trying to find the old. I know I missed at least one super chat. I'm sorry for that.
I'll see if. Well, unfortunately, I don't know what super chats were,
but we got about 2 minutes left. Final thoughts on the show?
It was a lot of fun. I would go back.
Absolutely, would definitely do it again. I definitely encourage. If any of you all are watching and you're in local local fish clubs or on the board of a local fish club or however that works, definitely encourage you all to set stuff up. And just keep in mind, there are a lot of fish nerds that really want to get out and do things. So just keep that in mind when you're planning the event. But the next event that I know we're going to, or at least that we currently have planned to go to, is
the Charlotte, North Carolina,
and that is
April 1st. Or well, it's actually 2nd and 3rd, or 3rd and 4th.
There we go. Well, we may do the GCAS auction thing. I don't know. We'll have to talk about it and figure it out. Yeah. Tom, thank you for letting us know about it. Because, hey, we are members. We might as well put that to use, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'd meet more new people to try to recruit for the show.
Yeah.
In Cincinnati. I mean, in Charlotte.
Yeah.
But we'd probably have more fun.
Multi-Tank Addiction, thank you very much for plugging my channel on your show today. I appreciate that. All right, I think we're caught up on questions. So do me a favor. Go over to Jeffro's Fish Keeping. # swap, SWAP. I think that's a good one. 100 people here hanging out while we're driving down the road in the car talking to you all about fish. Certainly appreciate it. Super spawning. I honestly don't know on those Zebra Danios, Fisher Aquatics. Send me a message on Facebook. That way I can actually get you a good answer. Because it's 9 o'clock. I don't want to stomp on Jeffro's. Everybody that showed up and participated, I love you guys. Thank you so much for that. All the members, the moderators, the lurkers, the listeners, the super chatters, questioners, commentators, and of course, the replay crew. We love you guys.
See y'all later.
Until next time, keep your fish healthy. Keep yourselves healthy. Catch yourself a little fish room fever. Take care, everybody. That didn't work.
Did that work?